Just getting set up here. Got to get TikTok up here. If you're coming on, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. It's getting up on TikTok. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know if you're jumping on, where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? I'm live streaming in 2 places, just trying to make sure everything's set up over here with TikTok. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Good morning. Happy Monday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Moss Line. Good morning, Graham Cracker. What do people call you? Let me know if you're jumping on, where you're coming in from. Good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning, Carter Janitors. Good morning, Diane. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Clementine. Good morning, Owen. What do people call you? If you're just jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. What's the topic? Online marketing. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a business. I've been working online for over 14 years, making money from home. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, CH33. Where you coming in? Where are you coming in from? Love to know why you're on social media. I'm on it for business. I've had a home-based business where I've worked from home for over 14 years. So I'm on TikTok, on YouTube, live streaming on both right now. I use Instagram, Facebook. Good morning, Tessie. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Gabby. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why your social media. If you have any questions about online marketing, making money from home, drop them in the comments. If there's something in particular you're trying to learn, I'm doing these every day. I could do a training if it's something I know. I don't build websites. That's not what I do. I teach people how to make money from home. I use primarily social media and very little paid advertising. Good morning, Grandma Dar. Good morning, Michelle. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Zinke. Happy Monday, everybody. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Good morning, Joseph. And I'm using social media platforms. Like right now, I'm on TikTok and I'm also streaming on YouTube to generate leads. You have to find, if you have a business, you have to get it exposed. If you have a service or product, doesn't matter. Good morning. Thank you. Actually, I wrote your name down so I would remember it because your name is a little different. Ring is what you said people call you. And then I have Jalinda, but you spell it with a G. There's somebody else that had a hyphenated name like that. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you for liking the live. If you like it, please share it out. I really appreciate it. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, user 1326. What do people call you? That's not your real name. Good morning, Bree. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I mean, if you are doing online marketing and you have a business, you have to learn marketing. I know I have some people say to me they don't want to learn marketing. Well, if you don't want to learn marketing, then I'd say this isn't for you, because you have to master marketing and get marketing skills and master your mindset. Delinda, okay, that's your legal name. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. If you could share it out, I appreciate it too. Let me know if you're jumping on, where are you coming in from? Why are you on social media? Good morning, Gone Gypsy. Now, when I first got on, doing this in 2013. I got on YouTube. There was no TikTok. YouTube had a feature called Google Hangouts that you could live stream from, but they've removed it. And then, well, Facebook Live came out after that, and that was really big for a long time. This is before TikTok and before Reels. Instagram was only an image platform. It wasn't a video platform. Good morning, Joe. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. So I got on TikTok in 2020. Good morning, Weena. Good morning, Sheb. Now, I do think that TikTok is the easiest platform if you're new, because I've seen people in this industry that never got any results before, and they got on TikTok and they're getting leads and sales. So I do think it's the easiest platform. It's much easier than YouTube. YouTube's a search engine, so you have to learn SEO if you want to use it. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? If you have comments, drop them in the questions about online marketing, working from home, drop in the comments and I can answer it. Good morning, Joanne. If you have something in particular you want to learn, I'd be happy to do a training on one of these. Good morning, Stephanie. If it's something that I know about that I feel like I can teach on, because you can't teach. Good morning, Laura. You can't teach or train on something you haven't done. Because the other day, actually, on this, a guy that he follows me on YouTube asked me to do a training about CPA marketing. I know what CPA marketing is, but I've never done it and I've never made any money with it. So I don't think it's ethical for me to do a training like that. I did give him some suggestions where he could go and maybe find a course about that if he's really serious and he wants to learn. Anytime you want to learn something new, you got to invest time and money into it. People come on and they think they can do this and they can do it for free, which, I've spent over $100,000 to get around different people and learn from them. Like on YouTube, I've taken 10 courses. I've taken 2 or 3 courses of TikTok. I had my own course and my own workshop, but the place I was hosting it on, they terminated all their affiliates. So I still have the content, but now with all this stuff, we don't know if TikTok is going to get banned in the United States or not. Trump keeps doing those 90-day extensions, but we don't know. There's another one that'll be up, I think it's September 19th, whether he's going to be able to keep doing these 90-day things, or if they're ever going to come up and identify somebody who has the money and can buy TikTok. So we don't have to keep going through this, but nobody's come forth that they're really interested. I thought maybe at one point President Trump would talk Elon Musk into buying it, because I'm sure he has the money. Good morning, Hambone. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Alberto. I'm using and have a business. An online business. I work from home. I use the internet. We've been doing it for over 14 years. If you have any questions about online marketing, or as I was saying, if there's something in particular you'd like to learn, and I've done it and I can do a training on it. Good morning, Elsa. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. There was somebody on here yesterday. Lucia, it just says you just got the number 2 gift badge. I'm not sure really what that is. Anybody know what a live goal is on TikTok? You're from Dallas, Texas. Okay, I have family in Houston and my niece is in Dallas. Good morning, Louise. Okay, not somebody else from Texas. Good morning, Diane. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I have an online business. I've been working from home for actually be 14 years in September. You created a TikTok. What's your business? Curious to know. Good morning, digital marketing. Good morning, Coach T. What do people call you? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. And, whether you're coming in on YouTube or you're on my TikTok account, doesn't matter. Good morning. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Good morning, Nina. As I was saying, too, if there's something you want to know about online marketing or working from home, drop in the comments. I can answer your question. If there's something in particular you're trying to learn, if it's something I know about, I can do a training. Then I can um, guide you. There was somebody on YouTube the other day when I was live streaming that wants to know about CPA marketing. And I know what it is. I've never done it. I've never made any money with it. So I don't feel like it's ethical for me to train. I don't think you can train on something you haven't done. So I did suggest to him he could go to sites like clickbank.com and Warrior Plus, and they may have some courses. He could get a course if he really wants to learn about it. And the course would actually be able to go into a lot more detail than I could, like on a 20-minute video. And I do know what it is, but I've never done it. I've never made any money with it. Yeah, Jalinda, you have a business. What's your business about? Yeah, because I think I've seen something of yours popped up in my feed the other day. Good morning, Puffy. If you're just getting on, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know. Good morning, Mandy. Why you're on social media? I have a business. I do online marketing. I make money from home, and I teach other people how to do the same. That's why I'm using social media is where the bulk of if you have a business, you have to get it exposed. Exposure on TikTok, YouTube. I'm streaming on both right now. I'm on Instagram. Actually, I have the biggest following on Instagram, but Instagram won't let me live stream. Good morning, handsome Uber driver. Is that what do people call you? Yeah, drive Uber today, get paid today. If you don't have a car, they'll help you get one. Good morning. Happy Monday. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Right. And I do have some affiliate products. I did high ticket affiliate marketing for a while, and because the digital marketing, I'm making 100%. With the high ticket, I had somebody that bought something. Yeah, Uber will help you get a car to use for the program. Somebody bought something. It was $25,000. I made $6,200, and I made that in a day. It was great. That's more money than I made for a whole month when I was working a job. And the company got made over 18,000. The rest that's affiliate marketing. So if you can find, most affiliate programs don't pay more than 40%. Now there's some tools and stuff I use that they have affiliate programs that I share with people. But when I started thinking about it, it's all the same amount of work. It's my effort. And the company on that made way, way more than I did. Because with that particular affiliate program on the back end, like the first thing or two, you made 42%. But after that, it dropped to 27%. With digital marketing, now I do have a few things that the commission 170%, which that's really pretty high because it's even hard to find somebody. Good morning, Larry. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from, that they pay 50% or higher because you're doing all the work. It's your effort. The company didn't do anything. And on that particular sale, they made 18,000 and I made 6,200. So when I started thinking about that and the thing that I've been doing, that I'm making 100%, I decided to do that because sometimes too, affiliate programs or network marketing companies, they hold the money. They may want you to, and that can change. I've been with one company I was with for over 10 years. They changed their compensation plan 5 times. And at one point I was making 68% commissions, and then it got changed and it went to 25%. So, I mean, you're doing the same amount of work. And the company is actually making more than you are. And with digital marketing, and what I've been doing, it's 100%. Now, some of them are a little, I mean, it's master resale rights. If you don't know what that is, that you buy a product, you get master resale rights that you can sell it again over and over again. Some of them, they'll even let you can set the price, and they can give you, this is the price that's converting the most. Because if it's something like a $27 product, and then you go try to sell it for like $4.97, you're probably, I mean, yeah, you might get some sales, but you have to price things for what they're worth, and trying to take something that but it has been selling at $27 and selling it for a lot more money. And then you kind of have to get into ethics with it. How much did you pay for it? Because if you pay $27 for something, and then you want to try to see if you can sell it for $4.97, um, probably not gonna work at that price point. Good morning, D Ins 101. What do people call you? That can't be your name. What do people? I'd be curious. What do people call you? That's just your handle here. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? If you got a question about online marketing, making money from home, drop it in the comments. I'd be glad to answer it. Or good morning, Vanessa. If there's something else you're trying to learn or you'd like to know about. I'm going to be doing this for over 14 years. I'm using social media. Yeah, I agree. And there are programs like that. They let you set the price. But I mean, I think if they give you a range or what, figure that's really converting well, and then what did you pay for it? Because I mean, I just don't think I don't think I agree with you. I don't think it's right to take something that say I paid $27 for and charge $4.97. Doesn't seem right. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in. I just got a flash goal. So on TikTok, does anybody know what a flash goal is? That's something that's relatively new. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Doesn't matter if you're on my YouTube channel. I'm kind of going back and forth here. I've got YouTube on my computer and I have TikTok on my phone. Good morning, David. I found this really cool software that lets me stream in more than one place at the same time. Good morning. Happy Monday. Let me know where you're coming in from. Fort Wayne, Indiana. The only place even close to that I've been is Chicago. I've spent more time, I don't know why, in the South and on the West Coast. Actually, I was wondering if anybody did anything exciting this past weekend. Yeah, I'm with you. I might start talking about this coming weekend on Thursday or Friday, because it is Monday, and all those people, Northeast Indiana, all those people that had to go to their jobs on Monday, and they get how many people get what I call the Sunday night blues. It's getting later on Sunday. The weekend's almost over, and then you got to go back, and you got to go back into work on Monday. And I don't miss working a job. When I was still working a job, my commute, I was spending 2 to 3 hours a day in a car, commuting. Good morning, 1582. I don't miss that. My commute is basically, I go from up the stairs into my office, and that's my commute. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Commissions AR. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. You had a woman's gathering and lunch. Oh, okay. That's where do you live? I think you told me, Julinda. And I'm trying to think. There was somebody on here. I don't know if it was you. That was from Africa. I mean, now we have quite a few people in our community. But where are you from? Good morning. Happy Monday. Drop me a comment. Let me know where you're coming in from. Do you have those women gathering every Sunday, or are they once a month? Or good morning, user 815169. Oh, you're in Minnesota. Are you? Is it Minnesota? Are you close to Rochester? Are you a Minnesota Vikings fan? I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan and a Philadelphia Phillies fan. Good morning, Polo. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing, and I make money from home. I show other people how to do the same thing. If you have a business, you have to learn marketing. Doesn't matter if it's an online business or an offline business. And you actually can use social media for free because paid advertising can get really expensive. You could run, or you could pay somebody, if you know what you're doing, to run Facebook ads for you. But even if you put $5 or $10 a day, that's not much of a reach. And say you do $10 a day, that's $300 a month in advertising. And you can use, like, one of the things I'm doing here with live streaming. I post, if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I post 3 videos a day. They're short videos. Thank you. It's good talking to you. Appreciate you coming on. And you said you had a business. Be curious what kind of business you have. Anybody know what a flash goal is? Looks like I got one. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Jennifer. I would love to know why you're on social media. I have a business. Actually, I'm not a grandma. Be better if you just use my name. Good morning. Happy Monday. Where are you coming in from? Would love to know why you're on social media. Drop me a comment. I'm online. I've been online for over 14 years. I have an online business. I do online marketing. I make money from home. I show people how to do the same. Good morning, Ray. You're in Dubai. Okay. Is that true? I understand there's no taxes in Dubai. You don't have to pay any taxes. Thank you for the gift badge. Good morning, Brilliance Globe. If you're coming on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I'm online. I have a business. I teach online marketing to show people how to make money from home. If you've got any kind of business, online or offline, you have to learn marketing. Really, that's people you see making money. They've mastered some skills, and it's mindset and skill set. Because 95% of this is mindset. Good morning. If you're jumping on, happy Monday. Let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Passive Cash. Do I know you? I think you're in the digital growth community. It doesn't say your first name. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Anybody know what a flash goal is? It's coming up on TikTok. I'm not familiar with it. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Maybe tomorrow I'll show some stuff I've been doing with AI, how you can take text and turn it to an image, and how to take an image and turn it into a video. In fact, I posted a video showing how you can use AI to create content on my YouTube channel this morning. Good morning, Top Notch. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. I'm on social media. I do online marketing. I work from home. I make money out of my house, and I show other people how to do the same thing. Good morning, David. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Good morning, Captain Moser, if I'm saying that correctly. Where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning, Banana. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Love to know why you're on social media. I'm on social media. I do online marketing. I make money from home. Good morning, Faith Financial Freedom. Good morning, Mike. What do people call you, Faith Financial Freedom? That's got to be your handle on TikTok. What do people call you? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. I'm on social media. I do online marketing. I make money out of my house and from home, and I show people other people how to do the same thing. Good morning. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? It was really hot where I was. We had a little bit of rain. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Nick in LA. Boy, it's early there, isn't it? Like 7ish. Good morning, Charlie. Charlie Brown. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing. I have a business. I make money from home. And I teach other people how to do the same thing. I've been doing this for over 14 years. I lost my job. I couldn't find another one. And without this, I think I'd probably be homeless. Good morning, Samurai Garage. What do people call you? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? Thank you for the gift badge. Anybody know what a flash goal is on TikTok? This is new, something they must have added. Good morning, Adela Torres. If I didn't pronounce your name correctly, I apologize. Good morning. Where are you coming in from? Good morning, KO. Good morning, Rosalind. Love to know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing. I make money from home, and I show people how to do the same. Haven't worked a full-time job in over 9 years, and I haven't worked any kind of job in 14. Well, before, yeah, I was 14. Good morning. Happy Monday. Where are you coming in from? If anybody has any questions or there's something I can help you with, you can drop in the comments. Love to know where you're coming in from, why you're on social media. I've been online for 14 years in September. I do online marketing. I make money out of my house. I make money from home. I show people how to do the same. Good morning, Market with, is it J-Lo? What do people call you? Good morning. Happy Monday. Where are you coming in from? Love to know why you're on social media. I haven't worked a job, and I don't want to work another one. When I still had a job, I was spending 2 to 3 hours a day commuting, which isn't much fun at all. And how much time, if you've ever been on Interstate I-95, I live about 40 minutes outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I do online marketing. I use social media, mostly social media. There's billions of people on social media. If you got a business, you have to expose it to other people. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, CM. Good morning, Valentine. Some of these names and stuff come up quick and they're gone. Good morning. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this past weekend? Would love to know why you're on social media. Where are you coming in from? Good morning. Happy Monday. I do online marketing. I work from home. If anybody has any questions, I could help you with anything, drop them in the comments. Where are you coming in from? Why are you on social media? And a lot of people tell me they're afraid to do this because they don't want to put their face on camera. And there's faceless marketing, which has been around for a while. And now with AI, if you use AI, you don't have to get on camera. I got an AI course at the beginning of June, and I've been going through it. And the last 4 weeks or so, all the content I'm creating, I'm using AI to create it. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it. The course I took showed me 2 different ways I can do 2 different kinds of videos. Good morning, Corinne. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I think AI is going to change a ton of things. That saves me a ton of time. You can whip out a couple of videos, and good morning, Smoke Brown, in less than an hour, depending on what it is. Good morning, Sherry Daily Pay. Things are popping up for me to invite you. If I invited everyone that popped up, we would be pretty crowded. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. If you're just jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? And even now, if you go to Google and you search something, at the top of the search, you search whatever it is, that first thing that comes up and actually takes, you can see like it's thinking it's AI. I mean, if you look down your search, it'll be like it's always been on Google, but Google's using AI too. So is Meta. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, Jippy Phone Home. It's a cool name. What do people call you? Love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Ayana. If I said that correctly, if I didn't, I apologize. Where you're coming in from. Let me know why you're on social media. And there's somebody popped up. They said they're in LA. LA right now. It's a little after 7. Good morning, Be Then Though, or Be Bethan. Is it Bethan? If I'm not saying that correctly, I apologize. Jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? And it's with the economy the way it is, before I lost my job, I never thought about having more than one stream of income. And now I think it's a necessity, because when I lost my job, that was it. And if you only have one stream of income and you lose it, it puts you in a not a good situation. And I've learned from one of my mentors about multiple streams of income. Good morning. You're in Florida. What part of Florida? Good morning, Sky Girl. You got a gift badge. If anybody knows what live goals are, it's something that's relatively new. I'm not familiar with it. Hollywood, okay. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming. Is that close to Orlando? There was somebody else on here that Martin, actually. He's not here today. He's from Orlando. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Renee. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I live about 40 minutes outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay. My mom had some of her siblings lived in Fort Lauderdale. Never been. I've been to Orlando and I've been to Tampa. Went to Disney World, and then Tampa a couple times for business meetings. Good morning. Happy Monday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning. Happy Monday. Anybody do anything exciting this weekend? If anybody has any questions, be glad to answer them. If there's something specific you're trying to learn, I could do a training on one of these if it's something I know about or I've done, because I don't think you can train on something you haven't done, because you don't know it. How could you teach it to somebody else? On social media to socialize? Okay. Well, tomorrow then I'll do, and I'll start with Facebook because really you should start with one platform. Um, Most of them are set up similarly, so things you do on Facebook you could do on another platform. I won't get into videos, but I'll cover how to set up. I can do a screen share. I'll cover how to set up your social media profile if you're doing it for, if you got a passion or a business or something, to optimize it, because most people don't do that. And I can show you a few things you can do on Facebook to try to generate curiosity. Are you on a particular platform? If there's one you're using or that you'd like to know, drop in the comments, because I'm on, I mean, I spend more time on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, but I'm on Facebook. I have a Twitter account. Um, I've got most of the other platforms. I mean, I think Facebook, I mean, I started with Facebook because when I got into this, I had a Facebook account. I knew what it was. I mean, I really didn't know how to use it. Good morning, Steph. So I started on Facebook. And I think probably Instagram at this point is my favorite platform. And Instagram right now will not let me stream. So I'm on TikTok over here and I'm on YouTube over here. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Hi, Steph. If I didn't say good morning to you, good morning over here. Happy Monday. Good morning, Nika. If you're coming on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. I use most of the platforms, but mostly Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do Instagram tomorrow because really the profile on Instagram is the same as TikTok. They don't give you a lot of space to write anything, and like, or Facebook, you have more room. You have more room on YouTube. So I'll do it on Instagram because all of us that are on TikTok, we still don't, Trump did another 90-day thing in June. I think it was June 19th. So on September, that one will expire. And there's nobody that's identified themselves that they want to buy TikTok, and whether he's going to be able. There's some things I've been saying just because there's some stuff that's coming up. I mean, I do online marketing. Is there something in particular you'd like to know? I use the bulk of my leads right now. I'm getting them from Instagram. I mean, I'm close to 100,000 followers over there, but I mean, I'll do, unless, if you got a preference of a profile, a social media thing, if I worked on it, I'll do a training on that, but I was going to do Instagram, because TikTok, we don't, it's still up in the air. I mean, I have my own course and workshop about TikTok, and good morning, Divine Love 3R. But we still don't know. It's still up in the air whether it's, I mean, because by the 19th of September, it's not that far away. Nobody's identified themselves. Good morning, Emmy, that they want to, or they're interested in buying TikTok. And I don't know how long President Trump can keep doing these 90-day things, because he did one January, April, and June. He's done 3 of them. So, and I'm not saying not to use TikTok. I do think TikTok is the easiest platform, and none of us have any control over what's going to happen. And if you're new, I would suggest you pick one until you master it, pick something you like. And then as you get that one going, then you can get on other platforms. But if you have a specific question or something, I mean, I'll show Instagram tomorrow. Or actually I could do it today. Let me see if I can. Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. See if it's going to let me. Yeah, it's showing. Let me see if I can pull Instagram up on this. I don't know if you guys though on TikTok, can you? I'm screen sharing. If you're on TikTok, let me know. Can you see it? Because If you guys on TikTok can't see that, then I'm going to have to, I am screen sharing right now. Somebody let me know. Can you see, if you're on TikTok, can you see me sharing the screen? I'm at the bottom, and then above it's my computer screen. I'm trying to pull up Instagram, but I don't know if that will work. Yeah, if somebody can let me know on TikTok. Good morning, April. Can you see? I do have I'm screen sharing over here on YouTube. I'm sure people on YouTube, you can see it, but if you're on TikTok, can you see my screen sharing? Because I'm probably not going to be able to. If you guys can't see it on TikTok. Good morning, pineapples. Because I'm screen sharing right now to test this out. If you guys can't see it on TikTok, because I am using this software that's letting me stream on TikTok and Instagram at the same time. If it's you guys can't see it, then I mean, really, I can give you some verbal tips about social media. Um, and Ayan, if you're on, remind me, because I don't. Unless you tell me you can see the screen. I'm screen sharing right now. If you can see the screen, it's me below, and then above it's my desktop, my MacBook. If you guys can't see it, for me to try to do a training on using social media, I can verbally tell you some things to do. But if you guys good morning, Karen. If you can't, okay. So the screen sharing is not going to work. That's only going to work on my YouTube channel. I mean, if some people, if you want to come over to YouTube tomorrow, I want to do this. But if you're on TikTok, you're not going to be able to see it. So I'm really only going to I'll give some verbal stuff about using social media. And if I don't do it, remind me, and I can give you some tips to optimize your profile, because I am seeing a lot of people trying to do this. Your profiles aren't optimized, and you can optimize them to attract people to you. Because, like, I know some people, they take their first name and then they're promoting a company, and on their profile on like Facebook, I see, because I've seen people do this. They use their first name and then they make the company their last name, and you never want to do that. You always want to brand yourself. But there are a lot of people that do that, and I think there's a lot of people I mean, I didn't know until somebody showed me the stuff you can do. And if you go to somebody's profile, you can tell, if they're doing it. Good morning, Medic. Good morning, Legacy 6317. You can, if you look at somebody's profile, you can tell somebody who knows how to set. I mean, some people try to come and do this, and they're not going to put a picture. So I'll go over that, and I'll see if you come on, because you're asking if you got specific questions. But the screen sharing's only working on YouTube. It's not working. It's not working on TikTok. So, good morning, Brian. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I mean, I just thought the screen share, there's some things in particular I could show you that I do. If you're not following me, on Instagram, because I'm using just not reels, I'm doing stories, and stories are relevant really to all these platforms. And you can see what I do with my stories, and I am posting 3 short videos every single day on TikTok and on Instagram. Good morning. If you're jumping on, good morning, Sharon. Let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Just talking about, well, tomorrow I'm going to do some social media training. I wanted to screen share, but I can screen share on YouTube and people over there can see it. But I've got people here telling me it's not showing up on TikTok. So I can verbally kind of show you tell you some stuff, but the screen share is not going to work. Good morning, Mold Social. Good morning. Is that Medic? If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know why you're on social media. And if you have specific questions about social media, if you're trying to get some, or you're using it, or you're trying to use it. I mean, I've taken, like on YouTube, I've taken 10 courses on YouTube. If you really want to, you really need to learn from somebody else, because there's people, anything I've learned from a course, or I follow certain people on platforms for reasons. wanting to look at what they're doing. They've got a bigger following than I do. Well, not all of them, but good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. So if you have questions about social media, and I think Facebook's probably, well, Facebook and Instagram are different. I like my favorite thing about Instagram is that you can put your stories in a highlight, and none of the other platforms, you post a story, it's gone in 24 hours. So that's one of my favorite things because that just stays up there, and you can't do that. And you can also do post and we can do post on Facebook. But if you have specific questions about social media, you can ask them now because we have a few more minutes. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know why you're on social media. I live 40 minutes outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, northeast. Good morning, Carla, Coach Carla. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. As I was just saying, tomorrow asked for some social media training on socializing. I can only screen share on YouTube. It's not coming over. I'm live streaming using software on both places. So I'll just kind of verbally go through some things because I tested it out and the screen share doesn't work. Anybody on TikTok, you won't be able to see it. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, the only loyal. You're from Norway. You work in the sea? Okay. What do you do in the sea? Good morning, Victoria. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Good morning, just followed you. What do people call you? That's probably just your handle on here. Good morning, Douglas. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. As I said, I'm going to, hey, LW, good morning. Pappy, right? Your kids, your grandchildren call you that. Tomorrow I'll do, somebody's been asking for some social media training, and I just checked it out. I can screen share on YouTube, but I can't screen share on TikTok. I thought because I am using software that's letting me broadcast on YouTube and TikTok, I'll just kind of go through some things verbally that you can do because I just tested that out, and people on TikTok cannot see the screen. So yeah, actually, I did a few videos before I got on here. But thank you for jumping on. Good to see you. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Would love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Sodium. What do people call you? This people have some really clever handles. Happy Monday. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Medic, you just got the #1 gift badger. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. I can't see that. Anybody know what a live goal is on TikTok? That's new. I haven't seen that before. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Juju. And that means those flags are from Canada. I think those are Canadian. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know you're here. Love to know why you're on social media. Good morning, Snooze. What do people call you? Or do they call you Snooze? Good morning. If anybody has any questions, somebody was asking. They let you do. You can do multiple platforms with Restream. I checked out some others, and this was really easy to set it up. But you can do other platforms. The only reason I'm not doing Instagram is because Instagram's not letting me. It's not restream, but you can really. I mean, I think it's up to like six or something like that, depending on what plan you have. That you can attach multiple accounts now. I mean, I just set this up. I got this not even a week ago, and then attach my YouTube and my TikTok. I was going to do Instagram too, but they're not. I think they gave me a community guidelines violation on video like last year, and then they're supposed to take it off in 90 days, and they haven't. You also, if you're doing this because you need, like, if you want to stream, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok right now. I've got TikTok, I've got YouTube on my computer, my laptop, my MacBook Pro, and I've got TikTok on my phone. You're going to need, like, say if Instagram would let me, I would need to get, an iPad or another phone or something to put up, because if people were commenting and I couldn't see it, then you can't respond. But I think it may be more than, it's like 4 to 6. I could pick other platforms if I wanted to and stream, but there is the issue of equipment, because I have my phone on a thing that I have, and then on my I have a MacBook, I have YouTube. I do online marketing. I teach people how to make money from home. Been doing it. I used to work in cancer research. I lost my job. I couldn't find another one. And I've always had entrepreneur in me. I went to Google, literally. I didn't know anybody. Good morning, Joy. Went to Google. I searched make money online. I bought a website. The training was like a 3-page PDF, which I know now that's not enough, but I was setting up pay-per-click ads, running it to a replicated website, which you never want to send traffic to a replicated website. They don't convert. And I did that for like the first year. I spent $3,000 and didn't make any money. You need a mentor. And then I got on Facebook and started meeting people. This is an industry. Good morning, Queen of Tans. Good morning, Star Princess. You just looks like you got a number 2 gifter badge. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Why are you on social media? Just talking a little bit about social media, and I'm using a software called Restream that's letting me live stream in 2 places at once, which is pretty cool. Somebody else was asking me about that. You can add others. I had to set my account up with them, and then I had to attach my TikTok and YouTube channel. I am on Instagram. I would live stream there too, but they're not letting me now. And then you do need, like, if you're going to stream in more than one place, if I was going to do 3, then I need to get another phone or an iPad or another computer or something, because when people are commenting, anybody commenting on YouTube, I can see it over here, and then people are coming on TikTok and commenting. So you do need some devices, because if you were streaming and you couldn't see anything and people were asking questions, you couldn't respond. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'm doing these 10 a.m. Eastern time every day. It was on over the weekend too. Talking about online marketing. If people have questions, they need help with something, and maybe it's not something I can do, or because I haven't done it, but there's a lot of people. There's on social media, just not in TikTok, billions of people coming in from all over the world. People are on TikTok for different reasons. Just, some people have a passion, or they have something that they want to be a voice for, and they're getting on TikTok. Good morning. Let me know where you're coming in from. If anybody's got any questions, I am going to do some we'll see if Alana gets on tomorrow, because she was really asking for some social media training. I wanted to see if I could screen share, but I'm able with the software to do it on YouTube, but I can't do it on TikTok. So I'll just kind of do a verbal training, or I may just do the screen and do it on TikTok, on my YouTube channel, and then anybody on TikTok, if you want to see the training, I can send it to you, because when I get off of here, what YouTube does is with the live, they just go and they upload it to my channel, so it becomes a piece of content. That was another reason live streaming and I've been on YouTube for a really long. I've been on YouTube longer than anything else but Facebook. Good morning, Tammy. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments, or if you want to learn something about social media or some of the things I'm doing to use it, to monetize it, I'll do some training. Unfortunately, if I do screen share, it's not going to, if you're on TikTok, you're not going to be able to see the screen. I thought because this is connected and I started the live stream, well, for YouTube from the software, and then TikTok picks it up. Yeah, I did look at the other one. I can't think of the name of it, and I really did think that this was easier to set up. And there's a bunch of them out there. I just looked at a few that you can do this, and too with the physical things. Now that I think about it, you can't. I mean, even if Instagram would let me go live, I couldn't see. I mean, I would need to get something because if some people are commenting, I couldn't see it, or it could be switching back. I don't know, but you need to see, because if anybody is commenting, you won't see it. I guess you have an outside job. You're outside all the time, or I don't know, maybe some of it you are inside. And yeah, to answer your question about the live stream, my mentor, I mean, she's not the only one. I've been hearing, and not just not recently, but at least a year, telling people to go live, and in particular, go live on TikTok. And if you live in the States, it's all up in the air. Good morning, Mitzi. It's all up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen because that next 90-day thing expires in September. Nobody's really come forth. Which seems like they're really interested in buying it. And there's a lot of people that totally depend on TikTok. I don't do it, but there's a lot of people doing TikTok shop, and that's where they're at. And if they lose TikTok, then it's completely gone. I don't know. And I guess I thought by this point we come to some resolvement, because I remember in January, TikTok went dark for 14 hours and President Trump stepped in. And then the 90-day thing, it was back like the next day. But I don't know that he can keep doing this, and nobody seems to be interested in seriously buying it. I mean, I get it. I get the concern with the security, but tons of people from the U.S. on it. Good morning, man. I'm not even going to try that. Good morning. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. And I was saying before you may have gotten on, good morning, crazy lady. Somebody's been asking for some social media training, so I'll do that tomorrow. I was going to screen share, but people on TikTok, I'm on TikTok streaming right now, and I'm also on YouTube. People on TikTok cannot see. If I do screen share, you can't see it. And some of the stuff, the live is saved. If I do that and you want it, I can send you the training, because it'll go up. Good morning, Robert. It will go up when I get off this live. The service I use, they automatically upload it, the stream on YouTube. Now, TikTok only keeps them for 30 days, and then it looks to me, from what I can see, they break them down in chunks. It's not the whole thing, so it's like maybe a minute of the video, and then after 30 days, it's gone. They don't save it for longer than that. So, good morning, Jody. Our hour here is almost up. Again, I will do that training tomorrow. Anybody has specific questions about social media, I'll be back tomorrow around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for jumping on. See you tomorrow.